Now we got these. Alright. So we'll hit those, hit soften. Alright, cool. Now we're kind of looking at a head. Alright, yeah, that's his back. Alright, cool. So now I'm going to hit save. I'll duplicate this. Alright, so we'll keep this. This is my low poly cape. Alright, this is usable. But now we'll select this, and we will add geometry. Alright, so how many subdivisions do we want to add? I don't know. I'll add maybe 2. Okay. So now you can see this is looking more fabric-y, right? So this is what we want to do, though, is we want to... Alright, so we're going to duplicate this guy. We're going to move him over there. Alright, we'll just hit save. Okay. So with this guy selected, what we're going to do is we're going to go into FX up here in the corner. And then we're going to go to end cloth. We're going to turn this mesh into a passive collider. Okay. And then we're going to select this, and we're going to turn that into end cloth. Okay. And we're going to get up in here. We'll hit Control 1 to isolate for a second, because we need to select these edges. And we need to select it on both sides. So there, there. And let me see. Yeah, maybe like from here to here. So we just want that collar to stay the same. And I think it's still an end cloth, right? No, it's got to be end constraint, transform constraint. Okay. And we will select this, and we will create end cloth. Okay. And so now, if we hit Control 1 and we hit play, our computer is going to slow down tremendously, maybe even crash. Wouldn't that be fun? Alright, so it's kind of hard for you guys to see, but basically what's happening is this cape is now being acted on by gravity. Yeah, you can kind of see it just a little bit as it's moving. Alright, so we're actually going to hit stop if it'll let us. It's really struggling there. Alright, and we're actually going to increase that to like 900. Yeah. We'll hit play. Yeah. So while it's playing there, and really it's not playing, what it's doing is we're hitting play on simulation. We're telling it to simulate cloth physics using this Wraith King model as a collider, basically. So it's saying you can let gravity make you fall, but as soon as you hit this, stop falling. Yeah. And so, with this, you're going to get more realistic cloth deformation sometimes. Like, if I had this up higher, it would have more folds up through here. Yeah, so maybe we'll just hit stop there. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to delete this history. And we'll hit reduce. Right, and we'll go with a triangle limit. And let's set that to like 1000. How about that? Yeah. So here's the results. Alright. Alright, so this is 424 triangles. This is an asset that you could use in a game. This would work. This is under 1,000 triangles. This is also game ready. You could also use this in a game. So for example, in like an Unreal Engine game, this cape, for the most part, would work fine. You would want to, realistically, between you and me, you would want to use extrude. And you don't even need to have it like super big, but I mean, do that. And you would want to do that for both of them, because the rear end side would, dang it. That's annoying, yeah. But the rear end side down here in a lot of games will be invisible, the black side. Because technically, the only side of these polygons that exist is the shaded side, this Lambert side. You can turn on backface culling, and what that means is it's going to turn these back sides on for some things, but there are some games that just won't take it, like Dota. Like, it doesn't matter what setting you change or what it is that you do, it's not going to work for you. So, yeah. But we don't need this cape. I was just showing you guys how you can use end cloth with that stuff. And what we can do here is we'll go into our channel and we'll just zero that out. We'll grab that, we'll just zero that out. Alright. And so, as you can see, as we zoom out more and more, like, that starts to penetrate a little bit more, and it makes no sense. I don't know why that is. It's not accurate, because if, like, right up close, it's not penetrating, it's not penetrating. Like, bottom line. There's nothing else to be said for that. What we do need to do, though, is we need to get up in here. Need to grab this. Oh, there's our discs that we made at the beginning that we were wondering where they were. Also, Batman would never use a sword to kill people. He's not a murderer. Alright, cool. So, yeah, we'll hit save. This is our Batman Wraith King that we're working on. For those still with us. What we can do here is we'll grab that. We got our little cylinder here. Just rotate that bad boy. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll go into this. This is the most important part if you're actually going to be using a cylinder but not using the caps, is to turn subdivision caps to 0. Because then you can grab them and use them for getting your rough blocking right. And then you can just select a face and delete it rather than try to select a bunch of faces that don't want to be selected. Alright, and we'll get down in there. Alright. Alright, cool. So, for the most part, this actually works as a gauntlet forearm thing. Bracer, whatever you want to call it. I guess gauntlets are more for the hands, aren't they? And then, I don't know, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I don't know, I guess maybe it would matter if you're someone who works on gauntlets for a living and you need to know the terminology when you go to gauntlet maker conventions. Gauntlet Maker Con. Yeah, so we'll do this. We will... I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I would really love to grab this face and get it out of my fucking way. There we go. Whoa. Someone locking their car. Scared me. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so that's like really smoothed. But what it is that we'll do, dang it, if it'll let me select my things that I want to select and not Wraith King, because I don't want to select him. There we go. So what we'll do is we will we'll select every other edge here. We'll just hit delete, and then we can delete all the vertices that have been created by these lines. And basically what that'll do for us is that'll give us more of a blocky shape to work from, which is way more useful in my opinion. Even if you're modeling for high poly, trust me, you want to work with the blocky bits, because it'll help you get your shape right a lot faster than trying to move a lot more data around. I mean, I don't even know why I'm telling you guys this. I mean, I feel like there's already a lot of tutorials. I don't know. Although I will say I've noticed that a lot of people that make tutorials really just don't give a shit if you succeed or fail. So they're just like, ah, well, this is how I do it, and it makes sense to me, and if you don't understand it, then fuck you. I mean, that's clearly not their attitude. Some guys are really nice, and they'll answer your questions, but most people really, I mean, they've got their own shit to deal with. They don't give a fuck. And they're not, like, doing it for Twitch stream or anything like that, so there's no reason for them to really stay committed to any one person, you know? So we'll grab that, we'll grab that. Ooh, yeah. Alright, not bad. I'm not hating it. It's not like amazing. But I mean, you could look at this set and be like, oh, that's supposed to be Batman. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. It may not be that, but I mean, that's very clearly, I can tell that's what they were going for. There we go. Something like that. Just kind of readjusting these. What do you call these arm spikes? I know there's a name for it. I just don't know what you would call it other than arm spikes. Because they're not really like fins, you know? They don't serve the purpose of a fin. Yeah. Grab our edges here. So we're just making those kind of pointy. Alright, so it also depends on how far we're willing to take this, because we could go like Arkham style gauntlets, or we could go kind of medieval, or we could go like classic. Yeah, we'll grab these. Alright, let's hit offset. Increase the thickness. So that way, we got like some normal gauntlet looking things here. Yeah. Do this. Select all these. Yeah, so we'll do that. And that. And I wish there was a way to just select this and then change the center pivot via like the attribute editor. You know what I mean? We'll actually delete history on that. We'll turn on the grid here, and we also gotta... whoa, not what I wanted to do. Oh boy, I don't even know how I did that. So we'll set that to front view. Oh, it's because I still have space selected, not alt. I'm like, what is going on? Oh man, my brain is turning off. It is very tired. So we're gonna show our grid. We'll